Hey folks, hope you're having a good Saturday evening. Thanks for tuning in. Here is the final reveal to the Revell 1966 Chevrolet Malibu SS. I apologize for calling it a gasser. I don't even know where I got gasser from. I thought I saw it on the box. But anyway, street rod, drag racer, whatever the hell you want to call it. But yeah, I just thought I'd get that straight. Anyway, here's the final reveal, and as you can see, she came out pretty good, considering, the age of the kit and the problems that do arise with it. One of the biggest problems I had with final assembly was getting the chassis and interior into the body. There's actually, if you can see if I can, well, the headers kind of block it. It's not too bad now, but the bottom of the chassis here, the underbody here, was kind of hanging down outside of the body, but now that I got the headers on, it just kind of makes up for it. Anyway, speaking of that, so towards final assembly this afternoon, or actually I want to say last night actually, so when I was finalizing it after the video, I was putting the engine inside its crate, or whatever the heck that's called, its little wall or box. And if you guys know what the correct term is for that, feel free to tell me. I'm up to, I want to know, because I don't really know I don't really know drag cars or drag racers very much, so I'm very limited with knowledge. But anyway, so I was putting the front end on, and I connected the transmission to the drive shaft, and the headers. At first I thought I made a mistake, putting the headers on prematurely before assembly. Well, it turns out in the instructions that you're supposed to do that anyway, as you can see here. At least that's what it looks like to me. So, I didn't think anything of it. Well, anyway, I knew that there was going to be a problem, because with the headers on, putting the suspension or whatever that is around the engine was putting pressure on them, and I figured they were going to fall off, and they did. And I told myself, I said, I'm not even going to sweat it. I'll just deal with it tomorrow. I don't feel like dealing with anything else, so, because I knew it was going to be a pain. Well, anyway, I fast forward to today, this afternoon, as a matter of fact, and I'm going to put the headers on, and they were not lining up with the side pipes here. So I was trying to figure out what to do to remedy that problem. What I ended up doing was I was right there where the manifolds go onto the heads. I snipped the tips right there, where glue was already adhered. So I cleaned those up a little bit. That did help some, obviously. And then what I ended up doing is the front tabs here. I got to actually clean that up. But anyway, the front tabs, I chopped them off. So I had to do some modification, which is cutting. So yeah, I cut those off. So now the pipes meet with the headers, no problem, after cutting those off. So now the pipes come in at an angle, a slight angle there. But you know what? They still look just as good. I'm happy with it. I'm not at all, complaining. Yeah, that one right there didn't do too well. I'll try to see if I can't make it fit better. But the right side one made it just nicely, is what I was trying to say. But yeah, so that was the two big issues I had with final assembly. So I'd like to know if you guys who have previously built this kit, if you guys have dealt with the same problem with the headers not being able to line up with the side pipes, and if so, yeah, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'd like to hear what you guys dealt with, the same kind of problems, I'm sure. Let me get the front down, the nose, and there's that 427 engine, and it looks pretty good. I did my shocks red, of course, and there's the firewall there. I saw another build, and that's what gave me the idea to do a silver firewall. Looking back, I guess I could have done these rails here in like a contrasting color, but maybe I'll do that later. I don't know. I'm fine with it the way it looks, though. It's good enough for me, so it could happen. But yeah, One thing that did surprise me about this kit, though, is the lack of radiator hoses. I understand why you would have a radiator and all that good stuff, but no radiator hoses. It's a little bit odd, but whatever. It looks good regardless. What details are lacking. So yeah, so no, it's all good, and like I said, it's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be. For a first drag racer, though, I thought I nailed it pretty good. And then, of course, I got the rear end put on, and it's not perfect, but it'll do. So yeah, that's the Revell 66 Malibu drag racer SS. So stay tuned for the slideshow video, and we'll catch you on the next build. My plan, speaking of next build, my plan is to do the Revell 1964.5 Mustang convertible. I'm going to do it in a dark red with a dark red interior. It's not going to be a complete replica, but I got the idea off of Married with Children, where that earlier episode where Al and what's the first neighbor's name? It's his first neighbor's not coming to me, but if it comes to me, I'm trying to see. Steve, there it goes. There we go, Steve. Where I think they were dreaming about driving that 65 or 66 Mustang convertible, and when I saw that car, that's what gave me the idea to want to do that. But anyway, it's not going to be complete, but color-wise, it's going to look like that. So stay tuned for that. I'll definitely keep you posted on it. All right, until then, we'll see you next video.